In the context of the music industry, advancing a show is the process of planning and coordinating all the details of a live performance. Therefore, you would be considering venue, facilities, duration of your performance, repertoire, etc. For musicians who travel the world on tour, it would also include the planning of the tour. Where will they perform? What date and time will they perform? Where will the artist stay while on tour? It would even include management of the road crew. So there is quite a lot that goes into advancing shows. As you may imagine from all this, it could be quite a headache for the team to have to deal with. Key takeaways. By the end of this video, you will learn what goes into the preparation stage of advancing shows, about the technical and production aspects, who plans for the board and lodgings of the road crew, the organization of the sound check and performance, who settles of finances and feedback on the entire event, the planning and preparation phase of advancing a show, booking the shows. Initially, the booking agent is the person who organizes where and when the performance will take place. They could be booking a one-off tour. However, for many booking agents, they will be booking a tour of events. Therefore, they will have to keep organized, be on the ball, and make sure that their planning skills are meticulous. The advancing shows team. The artist or band will have a team who deal with all of the planning and preparation of advancing shows. This will include the entire team in one way or another. However, the planning team include the tour manager, the production manager. There are often others involved too. This team is the main point of contact for any third-party organizations such as hotels, venues, etc. The technical and production aspects of advancing a show. The technical rider review. The technical rider review will have to go to the venue well in advance. The technical rider is a part of the contract. It details requirements and includes for lighting, sound, stage setup, and any other technical needs. It also includes any adjustments that are necessary. Can you imagine the requirements for artists like Andrea Bocelli or Stevie Wonder? During this stage, all of the artist's needs have to be considered. The venue will have this information well in advance of the performance. Stage plot and input list. This is also conveyed to the venue well in advance of the event. It includes a detailed diagram of how the artist or band requires the layout of the stage to be. It also includes the band's equipment and an input list. The input list includes all of the technical setup in an easy-to-read and clear diagram that shows every lead input. Therefore, leads from the instruments to the sound system and connections between all of the technology. The logistical aspects of advancing shows. Accommodation and travel. The accommodation, food, and travel are confirmed. How will the crew travel from show to show? Where will they sleep? Furthermore, how will the artist travel from A to B without any hassles? Catering and hospitality. Any catering or hospitality concerns are clarified. Does any of the crew have any allergies? Is the air conditioning working? Some parts of the world are uncomfortably hot. If the show is taking place in hot countries, what facilities are there to cool down? Load in, sound check, performance, load out. The entire crew and band or artist have to be energetic and tireless. They must travel from one gig to another gig to another gig. At each venue, they have to load in the equipment, do a sound check to check sound and volume levels, do the performance, and then finally load out. The load out bit basically means to pack everything away and transport it to the next venue. This takes place every day. Therefore, the entire team must have to be dynamic and energetic. Personally, I couldn't lead that sort of life. You now know why there is a higher rate of suicide in the musical world. You can now see why Kurt Cobain and Avicii took their own lives. Post-show aspects of advancing a show settlement. After the event, the finances also need to be settled. This will be between the venue and the artist management team. This settlement will include payment for the team and any expenses also incurred. Feedback. Finally, the venue or the management team may exchange feedback. This is useful for future events. Both the venue and the artist team can learn a lot from this feedback and make improvements to future shows. Does advancing a show in this way make you feel exhausted? Of course, there is another way. If you use Stageit.com, you can do your performance without the load in, load out, and all of the rest of it. You can play your instrument right where it is now and you don't have to move out of your practice space at all. In fact, Stage It is open to every artist who wants to experiment with it. You're thinking, yeah, but I wanted to travel the world. There is a lot of stress and pressure in touring as a musician. They don't see the world. They might experience the heat, but is that fun? I don't think so. So, consider it for a moment. You can play your instrument where it is now and still get paid. I am not being paid to promote Stage It. I just think it's an opportunity that you don't really want to miss. Conclusion on advancing a show. Now you see all the hard work that goes into touring as a musician. Perhaps you won't complain about high ticket prices. Artists and their teams have to do a lot of hard work to get the show on the road and visit your local venue to play to their crowds. It is the same with sports people. They have their stress to contend with. I think people who earn their crust in this way should be respected by everyone. Stop and think the next time you put an artist down because you don't like their music. Musical performance is a skill and a life that few can successfully live for long periods of time. I know I couldn't be away from home for all that time. You hear about so many marriage breakups, so much trouble with drugs that artists get themselves into as a result of stress and taking a chill pill. I respect these people and think that everyone else should too. I just want to let you know about my free book, The Complete Guide to Music Marketing. It is updated annually and contains over 80 pages, 30,000 words of expert music marketing advice, current resources, and aha moments that you can take away and use to build your music career today. To request your free copy, please see the link in the description below. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you have found it enlightening and interesting. If so, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you subscribe, please also hit the bell so that you are notified of all future videos as and when they are released, right here on Kranakin TV.